Yay. Okay, so we're going to be introducing a few concepts that we learned already. A few things I do want to also mention is after this, we are going to work on the, I believe, the trial balance for week 3. We will go through it together, and then we will go ahead and get started with week 4. Now, with the timeline of this, week 4 shouldn't have that many transactions. I can't recall, but it's not too much. So I'm going to teach on Thursday. We'll stop in the middle. Let me see, what's today? Tuesday. So we'll see how far we get in chat on week 4. And on Thursday, I am going to go over chapter 13, which is the closing process. And if we don't make it to the end of week 4, that's okay. I just want to make sure I introduce you to the concept of the closing process, so then you're able to take your quiz on that Thursday, and it's going to be due Sunday. So you guys have time to read upon it, to review it, and again, the quizzes on Orban, they're all conceptual. I'm not going to ask you to do anything or know anything major. I just need you to understand the concept. So that is the plan. So today we're going to finish up week 3 and start week 4. Wednesday we're going to finish up week 4. Thursday is going to be introducing to the closing process. So just the way that we're going, the things that we're going, I think we're actually pretty on time. We're going to finish out the week, and then next week is going to be mainly focused on your I guess Thursday I can also talk about the class project too, the second half of the class project. So next week, it's gonna be mainly focused on closing the books, as in closing all the accounts, creating our financial statements. All of that's going to be introduced next week, and then the first week of August is going to be peer review on anything that you want to review on. Wednesday's your exam. Yeah, we're pretty good on time. So let's go ahead and get started. All right. So we are currently on page 9.
Page 10.
Are we on page 10? Already?
We ended on page 9. And we finished the last entry was the in-store use for the 15 pounds of coffee, regular coffee, and the 15 pounds of Supreme coffee. That was the end of page 9.
Already? Because I'm in the middle of my page 9.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm in the middle of my page 9.
Oh, I'm in the middle of, mine is in the middle, well, just about maybe a third, 2/3 into page 9. I'm almost
Okay.
done with page 9.
Okay, good. Let me see. The next few transactions will be able to fit on page 9, and then we'll scrap off the end of page 9 and start on page 10. So let's go ahead and get started with the very first transaction on the 21st. So what happened?
Let's see. Pay hire temps, temporary help agency, 1 person, 3 days, 8 hours per day at $10.50 an hour.
Okay.
So this is, since this is not a regular employee, this is a temp agency, then this is a business expense. Would that be correct?
It's a expense, but what kind of expense? So we're looking at our chart of accounts?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. That wouldn't be considered a business expense since they're not an actual employee, you're paying a company?
Yes, correct. It is an expense, but we have a specific category for this exact expense.
Temporary labor expense.
Good,
Okay,
perfect.
okay, I didn't see that, okay. So that number is, 60520. Okay, 520,
Okay.
okay, and that's, checking,
Yes.
and checking is 10100.
Okay.
Okay. And the labor settings, of temporary labor expense would be $252. And checking will be for $252.
Good. All right. How we did that was 1050 times 3 times 8.
Yes.
Perfect. Okay. So what's going to be in your description?
The description is check number, oh, wait a minute.
Where do we need to go to find out what check we're going to be writing?
The check register.
Check register.
Okay. Oh, here it is. Okay, check register. Okay, so it'll be, check number 1520.
All right. Who are we paying?
We're paying, temporary, hire temps,
Good.
for one person.
Yes. All right.
Right, and then from there, we're going to go to our ledger.
Wait, hold on. What's the description?
Oh, I'm sorry.
We need to finish the journal off first.
Okay. The check number 1520 for hire temps, one person.
Perfect. Hire temps. Okay, one person. I'm going to be a little more specific. So one person, 3 days,
Yes, 3 days.
and then comma check number 1520.
3 days, all right.
Good.
Okay, and then on page 36 of the ledger is temporary labor expense.
Yes, paid. So we're going to go to expenses and find our temporary labor expense.
It's 21 June.
Yes, 21st of June. Temporary labor expense right here. So 621.
Reference number, general journal 9. And we're going to be for 252 even. And carry that over 252. Okay.
Okay.
All right. I'll put the agency name in here for the notes for the item.
You can do whatever you want as long as you understand what the description is.
Sure.
All right, so general journal number 9. We debited for 252. So therefore we have a running balance of 252. I'm going to reformat that real quick.
Then go to checking. And put that 21, June. This is for,
Oh, I wrote the wrong date in that one.
this is for check number 1520.
Mm-hmm. Check number 1520.
Okay. And that's, I just put on here, my attempts. This General Journal 9,
Okay.
and it's for 252
Mm-hmm. On the one which side?
credit.
Perfect. So what is our new balance now?
You know what, I'm gonna have to go back, I have some little mixed up things here, so I don't have the actual balance. I've gotta go back and rerun a couple of these, cause I got thrown off somewhere. It looks like when, it's like the last one that may have been, was the 15, on the 19th, I had, debit balance of 155.57.
Okay.
And after that, I don't know what happened here, but I missed a couple of these.
Okay. Just because I was gonna say, I think, because let me see, on the 19th,
Mhm.
which one? We have 3 entries on the 19th.
Choose one, 19.
Was it when we received a paycheck or when we paid a vendor?
I think I'm missing the grant. Let's see, hold on. 155. Let's see. Okay. Oh, oh, I've got it, 1454.27. Oh, I do have that, okay. And then I think it's a debit of the 498.80. So it's a credit balance of 1454.27, and then we're adding 498.80 to that, which gives us,
Where is this 498 coming from?
498.40. Oh, wait a minute, no, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Okay. That should be 520, yeah, 564.58 is the last one, looks like I have, okay. So then the that's a credit balance, it's 564.58.
Why are those credit balances? On my page it shows as a debit balance.
Is a debit balance?
Yes. We okay. So in the very beginning of the 19th, okay, we had $600 positive money in our bank. We wrote a check for $1,000, which put us in the negative 461. Then we pulled ourselves out because we had sales that day. So that brought us back to a positive $436.
Okay,
And then
what date is that, that's the 19th? Check 19, 15, 19. Okay, I think that's where my error was at.
okay.
So that was the 4, 6, 1, 9, 7. That's 12.
So the last that you should have should be 1457.27 or 15. Sorry,
Yeah.
1454.27.
Right, and for some reason I've got that in the credit balance and not the debit balance.
Okay.
27, and so now we've got, let's see, for the 10. Got 252, and that's a credit.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be 252. And that would be the 14, 55, 7, minus the 252. So it should be 12, 1,202.27.
That's perfect.
Okay. All right, let me make sure, let me get this down here real quick so it doesn't mess up again. All right. So, 227. Okay. All right. Okay.
All right. Where do we go next?
All right, so now we go to our payroll sheet. Oh, no, we don't. It's not on payroll. Okay. We go to our subsidiary account.
Yes.
Okay. So this is for hire. Okay, hire temps. All right. So we've got 21 June,
Mm-hmm.
and the notes, I've got, one person, 3 days, $8, 10.50 per hour.
Mm-hmm.
And the due date is June 21, and the payment is for 252. So we don't owe them anything right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay,
Okay.
finish, yeah.
Post reference is General Journal number 9. Due date was June 21st. Invoice amount was for 252, and we paid 252.
Mhm.
Good. So we don't owe any money to higher temps.
All right. Mhm.
All right. What is next?
Okay. Now we've got, return 4 cracked ceramic coffee cups to vendor for full credit.
Okay.
It's also on the 21st. Okay, so we go to our general journal.
All right.
Let's see. So we go, this is going to be accounts payable.
Okay.
Our number is 2000, 2000. And then, purchase returns and allowances.
Hold on. Payable.
I'm sorry. What-
Oh, I spelled payable wrong. I was trying to fix it.
Oh, okay, and that is 61500.
Purchase returns and allowances, is that what you said?
Say it again?
You said purchase returns and allowances?
Yes.
Okay. Let me type everything there.
Okay, so this is the coffee, 2 broken coffee mugs, and this is from, invoice number.
What was that? What was the
Oh, I'm sorry, say it again.
what was the
Oh, the
account
card
number? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right, here, so, 61500.
Okay.
Okay, and this is from, invoice number, 101,
Now, how do you know it's going to be invoice 101?
because, it has, well, it's a return, I looked for the closest, purchase that we had, or sales that we had, that would have been for, coffee cups.
Okay. Now, you're confusing customers versus vendors.
Well, it's Katie's Corner, I'm sorry.
This
Oh, no,
is
no,
us
not
returning
Katie's
to a vendor.
Right. Oh, that's right, yeah, that's right, we're returning this,
Mm-hmm.
exactly. So, for full credit. So this would have been from our, let's see,
Where can you find the information for our purchases? Where can you find the information about our coffee mugs?
oh, we could find it, let's see. We can find it in inventory, and we can find it,
Good.
for inventory.
What's the second? Where's the place? Maybe I'm gonna gear towards what area do you want to go look for? So, who's the vendor that sold you this coffee mugs?
Okay, just a second. Source rent, oh, I've got, when I went over this, I jotted down invoice number 159.
Correct. Where did you find that?
Actually, I just looked up a little bit further to find where I had the last, purchase that we made. That had been for coffee cups.
Okay. But where do you find all that information?
Well, it's in our, ledger, it's also, uh, on our, it's also in our general journal.
Which book keeps tracks of all of our customers, vendors,
So,
and
right,
employees?
exactly. I know exactly what you know, the subsidiary tab.
Thank you. There you go. Yes. So let's go look at our subsidiary ledger under our vendor.
Okay.
So we see here that we had two purchases. Now, we're already on the 21st.
Say it again?
We're already on the 21st.
Yes,
So, what assumption can you make in regards to the 21st and we are returning these things?
that this was a previous, purchase that, that happened, either a day or two prior to this.
Exactly. So, we're going to take the latest information because we're not going to return something that we bought almost 2 weeks ago.
Right.
I don't even think the policy is going to allow us to do that. So obviously it's going to be from the first box because we probably opened it. We didn't open it the day that we got it. And we decided to just carry on until we decided to open it. And then, wow, we have some broken cups. So yes, you would take the last invoice, which is for 159.
59.
So now that we have that information, right? Where do we go? Now that we know it's the second batch, where do we go to know exactly how much each cup was worth?
Go to invoice 159.
Where is this invoice 159?
This would be, well, it's in our scenario.
It's in your scenario, but where else can you find this information? Where else have you calculated this number before?
the ledger,
Not the ledger.
I mean, the subsidiary account.
Not the subsidiary. Okay. Where have you calculated how much cups you have?
Oh, in the inventory.
Inventory, yes. So let's go to the inventory worksheet and let's go to ceramic coffee mugs. Okay, so I notice here in batch 2, how much did it originally cost for 1 cup?
Okay. $4.99.
Where's this $4.99 coming from? That's what we sell it to our vendors. And that's how much we sell it to our customers.
Right.
How much did we buy it for?
Oh, just right, I'm looking at the wrong thing, I'm looking at purchases. Okay.
What are you what page are you looking at right now?
Well, I'm looking on the first page, which actually has the ceramic coffee mugs.
What do you mean by first page? First page of
For
what?
inventory. For inventory.
The inventory worksheet?
Yeah.
Okay. So how much did we purchase the coffee mugs for?
Okay, I don't have a name on here. This is from the 20th, so it looks like there was 80 cups were purchased at $2.46 each.
Okay. So how do you know how much to return?
Let's see. The cost was, total purchase was for $196.80. Like 196.80. Well, wouldn't it just be for the unit cost if we purchased, if each item was for $2.46 and we're bringing back and we're returning, what, 4 of them?
Yes.
Okay, then wouldn't that be what I'm looking at for
Yes.
46 times 4?
Yes.
And that would be $9.84 each.
Perfect. Yes. Okay. Okay, so why aren't we charging $3.10?
Why aren't we charging
Mm-hmm.
$3.10?
Why are we I'm sorry, $3.71. Why aren't we using that number?
Because that includes the freight.
Correct. Perfect. And when we're returning to a vendor, we cannot include freight. So yes, so good. So now we know that the batch that we are returning is going to be for the batch 2, which you originally bought each cup $2.46 each. And because we were returning 4 of them, right? We're technically not returning, they're broken. So we technically don't have that in our inventory anymore.
Right.
Because
We're just being reimbursed for it.
exactly. So how do we journalize that? Which you've already got the correct journalization. Good. So
So it's maybe the accounts payable for the $9.84.
correct.
And that account number, accounts payable is 2,000. Then purchase returns and allowances, account number 61500 for 9.84.
Good.
And then in the notes you can put return for ceramic, coffee cups, invoice number 159.
Okay, so hold on. Who is the vendor? That's always important.
Oh, yeah, that's right. The vendor is All Things Ceramic. Yeah. Oh, I don't have room.
Um,
All Things Ceramic. Okay.
okay, good. And what did you say? Invoice.
Yeah, invoice number 159.
Okay, so now before anything else, when you're dealing with having an opened invoice, as in we haven't paid for this yet, you need to have some kind of indicator that something has been either revised or credited to. So in this case, I'm going to put a C behind 159 to let
Okay.
to let me know that this invoice number 159 has been modified. I received a credit for it.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to shorten some text here so I can keep it all in one.
Okay. Now, can we go back to the,
What do you need to go back to?
as I said, if we go back to All Things Ceramic,
Um,
a vendor, list of subsidiary list, can we make that notation there also?
yes, you're gonna have to
That we-
you're gonna you have to do it.
Right, so we go back to, the subsidiary account, for All Things Ceramic. Okay. Let's see, that amount, 296.
All right, hold on. Where are you putting this information?
Subsidiary account. The last, I'm not putting anything down, I just went to All Things Ceramic, and I've got the 20th of June,
Okay.
and this is when we, first put the invoice in at 159, date 30, the 30th was the due date. The invoice amount was 296.80, and what we owed was, we didn't pay anything, we haven't paid anything yet, there was no discount. And then we, owe them, $296.80.
Mhm.
So we should make that notation in here, uh, that we returned, so that we should lower what we owe.
Okay. And how are you going to do that?
Returns and allowances,
All right.
$9.80.
Okay.
Yeah, should I go on another line or just go on the line?
You can do either or.
Oh, okay,
I suggest to do a separate line to keep your information correct so then you know that on this day I returned because you don't have much space to enter in there to let you know that you actually reformed it. Now, how you're going to do it is I'm going to do 21 and I'm going to indicate in the notes I returned 4 cracked
okay,
mugs.
return.
Okay? Again, because we're modifying this one, I'm going to put a C on there for credit.
Okay,
And this was on my general journal number 9. Okay? The due date you can just leave because you're not modifying it. You're just modifying the invoice number. Okay? What I'm going to do is I'm going to go in returns and allowances is for $9.84.
okay,
All right? And if I did my calculation correct or my formula correct in this box, it should show that I have a negative $9.84, which in our bottom box, your total amount that you owe this vendor is going to be modified.
Right.
Now, what you could have also done too is you could have just fixed the information on the second line. You could have just added the $9.84 and it would have automatically modified that invoice. However, due to accounting rules and stuff, you cannot just make changes wherever you want, right? Because you have that gap bug hovering over you saying you're changing information, you're cheating us. So this to me, I would say, would be the proper way so you can avoid having the IRS on your back.
Oh, okay.
Yes. And it also shows here that you are modifying the invoice and that you are decreasing it by $9.84. Now, what you need to do is next, when you do end up paying for this bill, you need to know that you don't owe $296 anymore. You are going to have to recognize that you owe $296 minus $984.
Right.
Okay? So make sure that you know that.
Right.
Yes. Now, oftentimes what a vendor will do, or if it's on request as well, they'll send you a brand new invoice with the corrected amount.
Yes, that would make a lot of sense
Yes.
to do it that way.
All right. And then that way you would void those two lines, enter in the new bill with the corrected amount, and I don't know if they'll change the due dates. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Yeah, and they'll give you a new amount that you owe.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so good.
All right. Okay.
So what's next?
Next, let's see. Here's my sheet. Oh. Okay. Lost my page. Okay. Then now we have Katie's Coffee Corner. Katie's Coffee Corner returns 2 broken coffee mugs.
Okay, stop there.
But they're saying here that they want a full credit. They want a full credit to be applied to invoice 101.
Okay, wait, stop there.
Uh-huh.
There are 2 things you forgot to do.
What's that?
It is step number 4 in the accounting cycle, and it's also you need to also update your inventory.
Oh, yes.
So what is step 4 in the accounting cycle?
Let's see, we did the general journal, we did the general ledger.
Did we do the general ledger?
Oh, wait, did I skip? Oh, no, I didn't. Did I really skip that? I
Yes.
sure did.
Okay.
I
So-
was getting caught up in trying to figure out, how to, enter that.
Yes. So that's why common rule is it's best to stick to a cycle or
Yeah.
do things one step at a time. So
It's hard.
first you do the journal, you complete it to its infinity. Then whatever's like, if it's a check, you write a check. But then the step after that is to post it to the subsidiary ledger so you don't forget. General ledger. So you update your accounts. And then anything after that, whether it's your inventory worksheet or whether it's your subsidiary ledger, those come after. Okay, so let's go ahead and do step 4, which is to post to the ledger.
So we're going to go into accounts payable,
Mm-hmm.
and that is 2,000. payable is on 17.
Mm-hmm. You guys are on the second page, yeah.
Yes. It's payable. So we've got the 21 June.
Mm-hmm.
um, Invoice number, well, can I put the invoice for the 159 so I know that that's what I'm returning this to? If I put invoice number 159 and return cups. And
What do we do? What do we need to add to make it so then it looks like we modified it?
the C?
Yes. I mean, that's what I put, just so then
Yeah.
I know that this is a credit.
Oh, so just, right, you just put the C there so you know that that is.
Mm-hmm. So it's 159C. So you know that's a credit.
C, okay. Let's see. All right, and that's General Journal number 9,
Mm-hmm.
and that's debit for 984,
Mm-hmm.
and our running balance should be 12,899.29.
No. That's the 12,899 is what happened before that. Let me see. So the one before that is 12,889.45.
Right. So if I, oh, okay, so I'm gonna do that, 12, 8, 8, 8, 5, and we're going to add the 984. Okay, that gives us 12,899.29, is that what you're showing?
No.
Oh,
12,889.45 is what happened when we added the invoice of 159.
right. Yes, that was the ones for 150, when we entered the invoice. So that was, so now what we're doing is subtract, no, yeah, we have, that's credit and back, so it would be a subtraction. Just 1 second, 9.84, so that would be 12,786.10, is that? Yes, check my calculator. Oh, 45. Yeah, 12,879.61.
All right. I mean, that shows up on my side, but if there is something that I'm missing or something that you're missing, we will know when we do the trial balance.
Okay.
All right.
And then now we're going to purchase returns and allowances.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and that's gonna be 61,500. Oh,
Is it
yeah,
page
got it.
34
Yeah,
or 33?
38, it's 38,
Oh, there's 38. Okay, so there's 39 pages, correct?
yeah, yes.
Okay. 38. Okay.
All right, so this would be July 21,
June 21.
sorry, June 21.
Mm-hmm.
Invoice number, I'll put down the 159C, and General Journal number 9.
Mm-hmm.
and it's a credit for $9.84. $9.84. And our balance is $9.84.
All right. Okay. Now, what's the last thing we need to update?
We go to, we did the general, the subsidiary account already.
Okay.
We went to that. We did that. And that's it, isn't it?
Nope.
Oh, our inventory,
Yes.
yes. Okay, so, inventory. So for our ceramic coffee mugs. On,
Let's analyze this worksheet before you write anything down. Is there a section for returns and allowances?
no, oh, yes, it is. Oh, there is. I was looking at the top part. Okay,
Are you looking at my screen or your own paper?
looking at my paper.
Okay.
Oh, can you look at yours?
Oh no. I'm asking you if you are looking on your paper or you're looking.
Yeah, no, I'm looking on my paper.
Okay, so I want you to analyze it. Is there a section for returns, allowances, and discounts?
Yes, there is.
All right.
So the quantity was 4, was it 4 that we sent back?
Yes.
Yes, the quantity is 4. The cost was $9.84.
That would be the total.
Right, that's the total, exactly. These were for, $4 and, is that $4.99 for each one?
No. This is us dealing with our vendors. It has nothing to do with our customers. How much did we originally purchase each cup from the vendor for? How did you get
$4.99.
No. How did you get $9.84?
I was looking back at my general journal.
Okay. So how much did it cost us to purchase from the vendor?
It cost us, a total of, the total cost or just the cost for the?
This is just the right.
Expense was for $196.80.
That's the total cost of 80 cups.
Right.
I'm asking for the cost per item. How much did it cost you to purchase one cup
Item
from?
was $2.45.
Yeah, not 45.
46.
46, correct. All right.
So then we do our 246 times 4 was $9.84.
Correct.
So that's our return is for for $9.84.
Correct.
We haven't used this section before, have we? I never noticed this section before, and
Yes, we have when we were dealing with chapter 6.
okay. 'Cause
Or
I didn't
chapter
have it
5.
written on it.
Chapter 5 is where we introduced to this section.
Oh, no, I was saying up to now we haven't.
Yes, we have. We did this in chapter 5.
Oh, no, I'm not talking, I mean, for what we're doing here. I'm
Oh,
talking
for
about-
Coffee
yeah,
Cafe?
yeah,
Yes.
for coffee, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I know we have this in the chapter, but not, I was talking about here, I hadn't even noticed this down here, so I was looking at the top.
Yes.
And the cost was, what do we say, $2.46.
Mm-hmm.
6. And total is the 984
Mm-hmm.
again. Okay. 984. Mhm. Okay. So we've shown on our Coffee Cafe inventory sheet that we did make an adjustment, that we returned returns and allowances.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay.
Now we can move on to the next one.
All right. Okay.
So what happened? What happened next?
Okay. Now we've got, Corner Bookstore wants to return 4 cracked coffee mugs.
We didn't do the one above it.
Oh, we didn't? Okay, we did. Oh, okay. Katie's Coffee Corner returns 2 broken coffee mugs, wants full credit to be applied to invoice number 101. Okay. So in our journal, go to,
Oopsies.
this is Coffee Cafe. All right, this is also going to be, okay, this is gonna be sales returns and allowances.
Perfect. Is that a credit or a debit?
This is going to be a debit. And this is, let's see, that number, account number is 45,000. Okay. And it's going to be accounts receivable,
Mm-hmm.
will be our credit. And that's 11,000. So this is, let me see, this is, yes, it indicates this invoice number 101.
This one, um, you do need to look up the actual paper.
Yeah.
So that's going to be in scenario 2. But I want to go ahead and give it to you.
Uh-huh.
Actually, you know what? I'll go ahead and open it up for you. Okay?
Okay.
No, wait, week three. Actually, no. It's in this one. So you scroll all the way to the top.
Oh, okay.
Because I realized, okay, so Katie's Coffee Corner right here, invoice number 101. Okay, so she bought originally 20 coffee mugs.
Okay. She bought 20 of them, okay.
Okay, and how many is she returning?
They're returning, two of them, two broken coffee mugs.
Okay. So how much does each coffee mug cost?
Oh, I'm looking at your sheet now, a second. Coffee mugs were, the total amount was, 99.80, 99.80. Divided by 20, $4.99 each.
Mm-hmm.
So $4.99 each. So that's $9.98 for the two.
Good.
Oh, yeah, you got that there too, okay. All right. And then, for the notes, we can put the invoice number 101, and put the C after it,
Okay.
and return two broken coffee mugs.
Who
Mm-hmm.
who who returned these broken coffee mugs?
Pardon?
Who returned these broken coffee mugs?
Oh, they returned it to us.
Who's they?
Katie's Coffee Corner.
Thank you.
That
Yes.
would be nice, yes, to put their name on it.
Katie's Coffee Corner invoice 101C. Return two mugs. And if you want to put full. Okay. All right.
Okay, now we go to the ledger,
Mm-hmm.
and we go to, that's first one is sales returns, it's 4,500, that's it. What page that is. Okay, that's page 28.
Okay.
Oh, no, that's not 28, I'm sorry. I'm looking at the wrong thing, 4500. Okay, that's actually page 29.
Okay.
All right, that's the 21st. Then, this will be, this is for invoice number 101C. Credit. Returned. And two broken cups. So it's General Journal number 9 for $9.84 debit. And $9.98 is our total amount, is our running balance. We're going to accounts receivable. That's- And that's page 3. So it's 21 June.
I forgot to add.
101C.
I forgot to add the coffee corner. Yeah, I forgot to add the coffee corner.
What's that for?
The coffee corner.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Do you have that on yours?
I put it on the last one. I'm gonna put it on this now. Katie's, yeah, you had me put it on, you reminded me I should put that on, it's on my general journal. Okay.
What do you mean? No, I'm asking you for the accounts receivable. How many entries do you have?
Oh, for her?
No. In general, for your entire account for accounts receivable.
Oh, I just have 3. With this, which would be the third one.
Okay, so what was the second one?
Second one was invoice on the 21st. Oh, no. I'm redoing what I already did. It's just, it's 2 of them. June 19th was 101,
Mm-hmm.
and that was for $109.52 debit.
Okay.
And then this one is for the 21st,
20.
also 101, but this is going to be credit. And this is general journal number 9.
Did we not have coffee corner? Because that should have been on the 20th.
Yeah, coffee corner.
Or invoice number
But I have-
102.
Yeah, I have invoice number 101. I don't have an invoice 102.
Let's look at my paper real quick because I'm pretty sure we delivered to yeah, on the 20th we delivered to the corner bookstore. So we should have an amount due for $63.87.
Oh, on the 20th?
Let's see, did I record that anywhere?
Which one?
Oh,
Deliver to corner bookstore 102.
how did this become 102 corner bookstore? How did this become even? If he paid 64, oh, okay, I see where I made my mistake. I made the whole thing, but we received a check. Okay. Should I make an adjustment entry? Yeah, let's go ahead and make an adjustment entry.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and make an adjustment entry because that one's actually wrong. So let's finish up. Let's just finish up this one and then we'll do the adjustment entry then. Okay?
Okay, so this is going to be, what we're doing right now is invoice 101.
Correct.
Corrected. And
Correct.
see, and that's GJ 9 for $9 and $90.98. Okay. So I can actually move this down one, so we have
So invoice. No. This is a perfect example of how to fix an error in the middle of something. Okay, I want you to keep it the flow it is. Don't change anything until just because like I found a mistake. and now we need to correct it. So this is a perfect scenario where you see something, an error. I know I made the error, but now let's go ahead and we'll correct it after this one. So no, you don't need to. Just go ahead and just enter in as is, and then we'll fix that. We'll fix that error in a minute. So invoice number 101C.
Okay, yes, I got 101C. And then 101C, that's General Journal number 9. And that's credit for 9.98.
Credit for $9.98.
Yes, $9.98.
Perfect.
Yeah. Now, what I have, so I have the 109.52 as the last entry. Should I just add to that and then we change, or should I just leave it until the correction's made?
What do you mean?
You were saying just not, I didn't have to, take anything out, just continue, listing it the way I did, because the balance that I have is 109.52 before I just made this entry, and this would make it, this would make it 99.54.
Hold on.
So should I bring that down?
Can you repeat that again? I'm confused on what you said. So, okay, yes.
It came out right. So, yeah, because that's what I was trying to do, keep the running balance, make sure that my balance was still going.
Yeah,
to
I typed in the wrong formula, so
Okay.
I added my credit instead of added the debit. So here it's $99.54.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. So,
All right. Make sure you do complete this all the way through, and then we'll do the correcting error.
yes, okay, I've got it. I have my 21 June invoice number 101C, General Journal 9, and my credit for 9.98, and my running balance, my debit balance is 99.54.
Perfect.
Okay.
So we just did this. Okay. Now you got to modify the subsidiary ledger.
Yes.
So I think that's page 1 in your subsidiary ledger.
Yes. Okay. Katie's Corner, right?
Katie's Coffee Corner, correct. It should be on the very first page of your subsidiary ledger.
That's what I thought.
Under customers, it should be the very first page.
Oh, yes, it's right there. Okay, yeah, I got it. Okay. So this is going to be 21 June. And this is invoice 101C. So if she returned this, so sales returns and allowances for $9.98.
Mm-hmm.
So we have, what we already owe is the 109.52, and then it's going to be minus the 9.98. Which, after that, the 109, 98, which would give our balance now that they owe us of 99.54. $99.54.
Hmm.
And this is return to broken cups. Cups. Okay.
Okay. So we're gonna do the error cancellation method, okay? Just because I don't want to reverse all of those sales just to re-enter them in. So I'm gonna take a shortcut just because I see what I did wrong. I added $63.87 into checking and just put the whole thing into checking. Okay? When he paid us a check and he still owe us money. So that's my error cancellation is going to be for 621. I'm going to correct it by basically moving back the money that's supposed to be in the original location. So in this case, I know that I need to put money in my accounts receivable because he owes us money. And I need to subtract money from my checking because I deposited the whole entire thing into my checking. Okay? And then my little message here is going to be error for corner bookstore on June 20th. Okay?
All right.
Or let me see. I think you're supposed to write correcting the error.
Correcting error.
Yeah, correcting the error. Correcting error for corner bookstore on June 20th. Okay. All right. So, are you at the very, very bottom of page 9? Do you have enough space for it?
No, not for page 9. I'm through with it. There's only 2 spaces left.
Go ahead and for this scenario, because I want to keep us on the same pages. Go ahead and just add an extra line below. Okay, just because I want to make sure that my pages matches your pages.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
Just 1 second.
Okay, so accounts receivable is 11, 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
63. Okay, so the funny thing is on my subsidiary ledger, I wrote everything correct. If you look carefully, for the corner bookstore, I wrote that he was COD, gave us a check, invoice 102. I verified that the invoice was $127.75, and I also wrote that he paid $63.88. Therefore, in his accounts receivable, he owes $63.87.
Right.
However, in my journal, I did not include, let's go back up to that journal. So it's up here for my corner bookstore. Where is it? It's in store. I went past it. For my corner bookstore, I have checking for $127.75, and I have all my sales. So here I did not indicate that he paid us the $63.88. I just went ahead and journalized it. So here is where I'm fixing my error right here. Okay? So I'm just taking money out of my checking and just moving it into the correct location. So that's all I'm doing. So I know that he paid, $127.75, and he paid $63.88. So therefore, I need to move $63.87, which is what is written in my subsidiary ledger. I just wanted to double check that was correct. Okay, so here in my subsidiary ledger, it's correct. On my actual journal, it's wrong. And in my subsidiary, in my general ledger, I also incurred the same exact mistake. Oh, what am I doing? If you scroll all the way up, in my checking account for invoice, so Corner Bookstore invoice, I wrote it for $127.75. So I need to make that correction error now. So once that I journalized this, I completed my journal, I'm going to go ahead and enter that information in. So I'm going to go to my accounts receivable. I'm going to go ahead and enter this in. So it's supposed to be for invoice number 102. General Journal 9. And it's supposed to be a debit of $63.87. Okay, so I'm supposed to have a running balance of $163.41 in my accounts receivable.
160, could you come back to that for 1 second? 163.41, and you've got 63 debiting the 63.87.
Mm-hmm. And then I gotta fix my error here and write 21, and I'm gonna write error cancellation. For June 20th. Oh, really? I don't have enough space.
Are you in the general journal, Bill?
I'm on the ledger. My journal's already complete.
I thought you were in the ledger.
So I'm just fixing this error real quick.
I can't keep up with you, so I'm gonna wait until you're done.
Okay. I'm just on the ledger.
Yeah, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did it for the accounts receivable.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just pulled the page up
Okay,
to go straight into the checking because they're all on the same page.
right.
And I am crediting it for $63.87. So hopefully when we do the trial balance, everything pans out perfectly. Right now. Okay. So right now it is close to 3 o'clock. I'm going to go ahead and, yes it is. I'm going to go ahead and stop here because we are going to be going on break real quick. Since it's 3 o'clock already. We already spent an hour on this already. So let's go ahead and stop here.